everyone, how are you all today? Welcome to our Beat Online Art Session. This is Nadia Ma'am, and today I'll be taking you through session 7, worksheet 13 and 14. Before that, I hope you have all enjoyed working in the previous worksheets. If you have not completed any of the worksheet and if you would have missed, please do complete it and submit it in the Google Classroom. I'll be definitely waiting to see your beautiful work. So here in the session in worksheet number 13, we're going to draw a sloth, the laziest animal. Do you know that? So we're going to draw the sloth using the shapes, basic shapes first, and then we're going to outline it and we're going to color it. The complete detailing steps has been given in the instructional video. Please do follow the instructional video for the better output. And in worksheet 14, we're going to color an okapi. Do you know what is an okapi? It is a mixed kind of deer and a zebra. So the upper body part of an okapi resembles the deer and the lower body part of an okapi resembles like a zebra. So it is basically found in South Africa and it's really beautiful to work on this worksheet as we're going to use our watercolor pencils to color it. Basically it's a coloring worksheet. The sketch is already been given in your worksheet. So please follow the instructional video how to use your watercolor pencils to color an animal and blend the colors nice and neat. So let's quickly move on to the worksheet.
Hello everyone, welcome to Adbeat Online Art Sessions. Before we begin our worksheet today, let's run through all the materials we will need. I hope you have a pencil, ruler, eraser, sharpener and a fine liner as well, and a set of color pencils. When we have all our materials, let's quickly jump into our worksheet. Please do not forget to write your name and your teacher's name. Please note if you have any doubt or speed of the video is too fast, feel free to pause the video or replay whichever areas you're finding difficult. You can also leave your doubts in the Google Classroom or contact your teacher directly. In this worksheet, we are going to draw a sloth using simple shapes. Now, what is a sloth? Sloths are very slow, furry animals that love living on trees. They are called arboreals. They spend most of the time hanging upside down on trees and live in rainforests. Pause the video for a minute and look at the worksheet properly here before beginning the activity. Here, we are going to start with making our 4 boxes one below the other to work on the process. Make sure you use a scale for doing this as well, so the end result is quite neat. Try and ensure all the boxes are almost the same size as well. I hope your pencil is quite sharp so the boxes drawn can be crisp lines. Firstly, we will begin by identifying the basic shapes as we had done for the orangutan. Generally, all animals can easily be drawn by identifying basic shapes. So now our 4-sided border and the 4 boxes are ready. So let's firstly see what are the shapes here that we have to draw in box 1. One part of the image is a curvy branch on top for which we will draw 2 parallel curves, that means one below the other. So you can observe. So first we are going to draw the curvy branch on the top. So for which we will draw 2 parallel curves, one below the other. For the sloth, we will draw 2 shapes. Circle for the head and an oval for the body. So you have to draw one next to the other. So I have drawn a circle for the head and an oval shape for the body, one next to the other. Once you have understood this, we can move to box 2. Again, Let's draw out the shapes we just made. Two curves for the branch, the head, and then the body as well. Same as the last step. Now let's add on the legs. We are drawing it as two upside down letter U. So it is like a letter U which is upside down. This is because our sloth is hanging upside down using its legs. In the third box, repeat step 1 and step 2. So we have drawn two curves for the branch and a circle for the head and an oval for the body and two upside down U for the legs. So let's add our basic shapes of the branch, sloth's head, sloth's body as well as its legs very lightly. Over this we will draw out the sloth's fur, which will be small triangular shapes that draw out of the head. Also add in a small circle inside the head to show the face carefully. Sloths have two pairs of legs. We have drawn two legs and two more are behind it. So we will draw out two lines next to the legs as well. So it looks like it has four legs. And we are erasing a small portion of the branch where the legs are so we can add in details of the feet, toes and claws. The sloth uses its paws and claws to hold on to the branch. So now in the fourth box, we will draw out our sloth using all the steps we have looked at. Now that we have practiced and understood all the basic shapes of the sloth, we are ready to make our final sketch. Very lightly draw out the basic shapes like we did in box 1, curved branches, head and faces using circles and body using oval shapes. U-shaped legs with feet and claws. This time also add in details of the face, eyes, nose and mouth. You will also notice that sloths have a black pattern on their cheeks. So we will draw that as well. We will also draw a few leaves of the branch in the background. Sloths love eating leaves. As I told you, I am drawing the reverse U-shaped hands and legs. I'm even adding the fingers for it. And I'm adding more branches and leaves. So now we have completed our sketch. When complete, we will use our 0.5 fine liner to outline the sketch. I'm just making my sketch more lighter and slowly trace over all the pencil lines. I'm using my micron pen of 0.5 size to trace over all the pencil lines. To do this, you can also use a black pen, black sketch pen or sharpened black color pencil. Make sure this is done very neatly so when we color it in later, there are no extra unnecessary marks on the sheet. Be careful while tracing the artwork with your black pen because if you make a mistake, we will not be able to erase it. So outline each and every details you have made it using your pencil. We are almost done with our outlining here. After this, we will use our eraser to completely erase all the pencil lines like we used to do before. We are also outlining the frame of step 4. So why are we making the outline for even the artist frame? So that our outcome is quite crisp and neat. Make sure to outline the frame, artist frame, that is the four-sided border as well. I'm even outlining all the leaves which I have drawn. So now our sloth is ready to color. As I told you, I'm erasing all the pencil mark using my eraser. So now we will start by coloring in the branch of the background with a light grey color pencil. Make sure you're coloring slowly along one direction. Avoid any white gaps. As I told you, I'm even outlining the artist frame, that is the four-sided border. Use your scale to even outline the border. So now our outlining is completely done. Now let's begin the coloring. As I told you, we are starting to color the branch of the background with the light grey color pencil, and always use one direction and avoid any white gaps. Also remember to color only within the outlines very neatly. Please sharpen the color pencil if you find it is too blunt. We are using dark brown for adding the sloth's claws, the patterns on its cheeks, and black for the eyes of the sloth. I'll repeat again. We are using dark brown for adding the sloth's claws, the patterns on its cheeks, and black for the eyes of the sloth. Color these regions very carefully as the outlines are quite small. We'll use orange for the body of the sloth, leaving its face white, and any dark shade of green for the leaves at the back. I repeat, any dark shade of green for the leaves can be used at the back. Use a light blue colored pencil for the sky. If you don't have the same colors used, you can always use similar colors as well. Ensure that the rest of the drawing is colored using color blocking technique. This is what our final outcome looks like. I hope you had a good time working on this worksheet. Do submit your work to the Google Classroom regularly on time to get periodic feedback. Have fun creating and always remember, art is a good start.